Hi everyone, and welcome to In the Bag Kids Crafts. I'm Miss Joy, and crafting with me today is Simon! Simon, I'm so excited you're here today. Simon's one of my favorite crafting buddies. And what did we decide to make today?
Pumpkins.
Oh, pumpkins. So we are gonna make stuffed jack-o'-lanterns. And you can find all the supplies that you need down in the description. And as always, they're part of the master list we use for every single craft that we make here in the Bag Kids Crafts. So Simon, I was wondering, what's your favorite thing about Halloween?
Candy.
Of course, mine too. And you know what? I dressed up as like the same thing for like 5 years in a row. What's your favorite costume you ever wore for Halloween? My son, he was like Spider-Man. And after he wore it every day for a year. His favorite was Spider-Man. Do you have a favorite costume?
I don't think so.
You don't think so? Maybe we'll have to find you a favorite costume then this year. All right, so you guys have fun with us, and we can't wait to see what your jack-o'-lanterns look like too. Here are all of the items that you'll need to make the stuffed pumpkin. And as always, these items are part of the master list of craft supplies that we use for every single creative project here at In the Bag Kids Crafts. That way, once you fill your bag, you're ready to craft along. Go ahead and pause this video and give yourself a minute to gather all the items so that you can make the stuffed pumpkin with us. So to make our pumpkins, we have our paper bags here in front of us with the top open at the very top. And we picked our paint colors. Simon went and got these for us. We have our orange for the face of our pumpkin and green for the top. So we need to squeeze out a bit of each. And we'll just squeeze, we'll share our paintbrushes. And we've made special paintbrushes out of a pom-pom and a clothespin. So we'll have one that's in the orange and one that's in the green, okay? And then we'll trade. We have some green paint. Oh, I like that green. It's a nice light green, but you can use any shade of green you want. Or if you want your pumpkins to be a different color, you can do that. So we'll paint the bottom, like 2/3 orange, and then we'll paint the top 1/3 green, all right? You wanna start with the orange and I'll start with the green, and then we'll switch. It doesn't have to be thick. You wanna make it a nice thin layer. And where they meet, it doesn't really matter if they overlap a little bit. It doesn't have to be a perfect line. So we're gonna go ahead and put our paper bags aside and give the paint a minute to dry while we cut out the jack-o'-lantern faces for our pumpkin. While our paper bags are drying for our jack-o'-lanterns, we're gonna go ahead and make the faces. So you can draw whatever face you want. I'm gonna draw some triangles and a goofy little mouth, and then you'll cut out whatever you draw. We're using a white crayon so we can see what we're drawing. So keep in mind how big the paper plate is. Remember, that's probably too big to go in that paper bag, right? Because the paper bag's only about this wide. So you can flip it over to the other side. There you go.
Here,
Or use your other piece of paper.
the eyes.
Yeah, there you go. So be careful how big you make things, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you make it on this side, that should do it. That might hang over a little bit on the outside, but we'll make it work. We can always trim it down if we want. My guy, I'm just gonna kind of like make a little tooth like that. Your jack-o'-lantern can look however you want. It can be traditional, or it can be goofy. It could be just his nose, just his mouth. It doesn't matter. This is yours, so you can do anything you want.
You know what I go do? Like, in the inside, like, through these, I go make white because it's like a pumpkin.
Yeah.
It would be like,
So-
both of them are inside.
They are. So if you wanted to, like, we're using black paper, like there's no light inside the jack-o'-lantern. But if you wanted to make it look like there was a light inside, what color paper do you think we could use instead? What do you think, Simon? If we wanted to make it look like there was a light inside the jack-o'-lantern, instead of black paper, what color paper could we use?
Probably like, I don't know.
I was thinking like yellow. Yellow makes it look kind of like light, like there's a candle light inside. So
Yeah,
you could use that
because it's
instead.
like dark outside.
Yeah, but we're not doing that today. We're just gonna pretend like there's no candle in our jack-o'-lantern yet. And he's got his black face. So you can see here on our messy painted table that I have cut out the mouth and a couple of eyes, which I'll flip over like that. And I went ahead and I went with a triangle nose too. Mine's like pretty traditional, but you can, like I said, you can use any shapes you want. Round, square. You can have a little heart nose, right? Maybe. So the mouth is definitely the hardest part to cut out, I definitely would say. We're gonna go ahead and fast forward our video while we finish cutting out our parts. And if you would like, you wanna take more time to cut out the parts of your jack-o'-lantern, just hit pause to give yourself as much time as you need. So now that we cut out all the parts for our jack-o'-lantern, and our paint has dried, the next step is to glue the face in place while our paper bag is still flat. So I like to flip these over, put lots of glue on the back, and then just stick the face in place. I don't want it to be too high, and I want to give lots of room for the whole face on my pumpkin. You gotta really press it down because this paint is a little bit glossy. So sometimes the glue doesn't really like to stick to that glossy paint.
This one more.
Yeah, I like it. Looks good. I like how everyone's is gonna look just a little bit different. You're gonna be careful not to go too far up. Don't go into the green, okay? Because we're gonna squish that section.
I know. Should I make it like in a circle?
We will in a minute, yeah. Okay, yep, that's right. Good job. All right, but first we need to open it up, open it wide. Sometimes the paint might make it stick, so just kind of take your finger and break that. Uh-oh, no. Push that back on. Make sure it's stuck in nice. Remember how I said you have to really press down? Get lots of glue and press down hard. So if your pieces come back off, go back, give them a little press, make sure they're gonna stay in place. Okay. And we have here some newspaper that we're gonna use for our stuffing. So if your newspaper from before dried, you can just go ahead and use that same newspaper, right? So we're gonna tear it into pieces. This is my favorite part. You won't need that again. Don't worry about that glue. I love this part. It's my favorite part. And then crumple, crumple, crumple. And put it in your bag. So you can open it up, tear it into pieces. That's right. We're crumpling, putting it in. The bag doesn't have to be too full. It's just a little bit of something to keep it weighed down. So when we're done with these jack-o'-lanterns, we can use them as decorations in our house for Halloween. Or we can also make a few of them and play a game where we try to knock them down and see how many jack-o'-lanterns we can knock down. All right, if those pieces, yeah, looks like you're gonna need glue again. Really press hard, lots of glue and press hard. Make sure they stick.
I can do it to all of them.
Yeah, okay. He's gonna go back and make sure that all his pieces are sticking. So I'm gonna wait for him to catch up while he's doing that. So I like to really like press and hold for a minute. Press, 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 press. And then that helps it stick a little bit better. Let's let glue set in.
Oh,
there you go. Press, really press, 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 and hold. Instead of just kind of pushing once, you gotta like hold it down. Okay. Your turn, press and hold. Nice, okay. Let's see how this corner's up? It's gonna press, press, press. All right. All right, open it up and give it some stuffing. So we were able to use about one piece of newspaper, like a big double piece of newspaper, and that was perfect for how much stuffing we needed. Okay, so now that it's all done, where the orange and the green meet each other, we're gonna kind of just crumple it together right there. And if the face is kind of coming out, you can reach inside and just kind of pop that out and then crumple again until the face is just how you want it.
Yeah.
All right, so I have it all scrunched up, and then I'm gonna take my little pipe cleaner, wrap it around, just give it a little, it's like a twist tie on your bread, right? We're just gonna twist it a few times, and it doesn't have to be real tight. And I like to let these ends stick out. I'm gonna use my little pinky finger here. I'm gonna wrap it around my pinky finger. If you have a pencil, you can use that. And then it makes it little coilies, like it's a little vine. Okay, that looks good. And take your piece that's out here, like this, and twist it up. Put it around one of your fingers. Like this. Look, Simon, like this. See, I twisted it around my finger and made it all coily like a vine. Yeah, there you go. Nice. So there are our finished pumpkins. Let's show everyone what yours looks like. Look how cute that is. We can always just slide that down a little bit so that it doesn't come undone. Look at that. I like that little, he's got such a nice smile. I like it. So Simon, making our jack-o'-lanterns was so much fun. Let's show everyone our cute finished jack-o'-lanterns. And we're gonna actually play a game with ours later that we'll show you how to play too. It's a little toss game. We're gonna like crumple up a ball of paper and throw them at our jack-o'-lanterns as hard as we can. See who can hit them and knock them down first. I think I'm gonna be able to knock them down first. What do you think?
I think I will.
Well, I guess we'll see, huh? And what do we always say?
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. And I hope you'll keep crafting with us and make lots of fun things here at In the Bag Kids Crafts. Okay, go ahead. Oh, here's another one. Nice.